How's everybody doing? I'm Zach with Bladez LLC. We do commercial lawn care here in central Minnesota. Today's video is going to be all about gas trimmers here versus electric trimmers here. We have the FS91R here, and we have the Stihl FSA 135R here. This is fairly new to Stihl. Has the AP 300 series battery in it. Pretty sweet. And to be honest with you guys, both of these trimmers are a great option if you're in commercial lawn care. We love them both. They've both done us well. But we're gonna get into the pros and cons of each, the good, the bad, the ugly. We're gonna talk about it in today's video. So stick with us if you wanna see the difference between the electric and the gas and our opinions on them. So let's get into it. All right, so we're gonna start off with the gas trimmer. The gas trimmer, I got my phone out here. I took some notes so I wouldn't forget anything. We're gonna start with the goods in regards to a gas trimmer. One reason why people might buy a gas trimmer over an electric trimmer is because of its reliability, right? They trust gas trimmers, they're familiar with gas trimmers. That is a huge plus. They are affordable. Now, if we're talking about the price point on the electric trimmer, with 2 batteries, I paid, with the charger as well, I paid in that $1,000 range. That is a lot to pay for one trimmer with the 2 batteries and a charger, right? So this trimmer was in the $300 range, I want to say. Don't quote me on that, but I could buy basically 3 of these for one of those. So something to note. I feel like there's less depreciation when it comes to these gas trimmers. I recently sold one of these for, I don't know, $150, $180, something like that. Depreciated half for, I don't know what I used it for, 3 years or something like that. So I was able to get a good chunk of my money back out of the gas trimmer. Me personally, I wouldn't buy a used electric anything. I don't like to do that just because, you know, I don't know. I've had my bad luck with like TVs and whatnot, so buying used just isn't an option for me when it comes to electric. Guys, you can fill this up anywhere. You can't charge your batteries just anywhere. You got to have certain chargers for them. Yeah, so just the ease of being able to fill this up is a huge selling point for gas, so that's nice. Easy maintenance, right? We do have maintenance on here. Spark plug, air filter, fuel filter. I mean, it's pretty easy. You can take this thing into any shop basically, and they're gonna have a small engine mechanic that can get it going usually. So that is another huge selling point to gas. More options. I wrote down more options. There's likely going to be more models, more brands when it comes to gas than probably electric. I personally feel like well, Stihl makes a ton of different ones. There's the 91, the 94, the 111, the 131. I don't think they have as many electric models out as they do gas, so that would be another big thing, right? When considering a size, homeowner grades, that type of thing. I think there's really only like one commercial electric, so it's kind of crazy. These are lightweight. They are lighter than the electric one by a little bit. Either that or the balance is just a little bit different. It depends on what battery you have in there, of course. But I think the 135 Stihl is probably just a touch heavier than the 91 and the 94. If you were to go to, say, the 111 or the 131, those I believe would be a little bit heavier. All right, let's talk about now the bads to the gas. A few things that I have written down that are bad about gas would be the oil. You got to have your 2-stroke, your mixed oil to go into the gas. That would be a downfall. There is more maintenance. Like I said, there's fuel filter, spark plug, air filter, that type of stuff. We don't have that with the electric, right? Higher fuel cost. Gas is crazy right now, guys. Well over $4 a gallon here. and I don't think it's going to come below that anytime soon. We notice fuel savings definitely with the electric. We still run mixed fuel for our backpack blowers. We're not to the point with the backpack blowers yet where we can switch to electric. So we do notice our two-stroke fuel definitely lasts a lot longer. The tank goes down very slow now. So these trimmers do eat quite a bit of fuel, so it's another bad. The vibration with one of these is pretty crazy. Honestly, I did a little bit of a film from behind. You can see it's really torquing. You're gonna get torque and you're gonna get a little bit of a twisting sensation. The 135 electric is very linear feeling. It does not twist. It's very smooth. You get a lot of vibration, and I have tennis elbow and I notice a huge difference. I would definitely choose the electric as far as maybe being more comfortable throughout the day. So these can be hard to start. Stihl definitely, when it's hot and humid in the summer, it gets a little bit crazy. You might have to yank on them a few times. I definitely can tell you what, I can start the electric one a lot faster than I can start this gas one. Probably don't even need to show you that. You'll get it. So a little bit harder to start. And then the next couple are obvious. We got noise involved with these. We got fumes involved with the gas, and it is what it is, guys. We're all familiar with it. It's common with any gas engine, right? For us here, this one might be a little more crucial. We are up in the great state of Minnesota, where we get a really long winter. Now, this thing sits for 5 months out of the year at least. So that is a long enough period of time for the fuel to gum up inside the carburetor. Probably already knowing where I'm going with this. You have to winterize one of these, right? You do need to winterize gas motors. You don't have that with the electric one. So we are gonna dive into the electric one here. We'll start with the goods and we'll finish with the bads. I hope you're staying with me. Hope you're enjoying today's video. If you would, be sure to like this video, comment, and subscribe to it here before we bring in the electric trimmer. Let's bring in the electric trimmer. All right, here is the FSA 135R, the electric trimmer. Like I said, AP300 battery in here. Let's talk about the goods. The goods I have written down here. It's simple, less maintenance, obviously, like we talked about with the gas. It's a battery, guys. Not really much more than that. So very simple, less maintenance, very responsive. This has like no delay. When you hit the gas one, there is a little bit of a delay. This thing is a little more instant, I feel. Pretty good torque. Now, obviously, you could see the twisting with the gas. This thing doesn't twist so much, but the power head, I feel like, is really torquey and it cuts really quick. Like I said, it's really responsive. Definitely less vibration. There's obviously no fuel involved with the electric one, no fumes, less noise. That one's a no-brainer. No wasted fuel. So like with the gas, we do spill some, right? We're not really wasting anything with the electric one. That's good. And the big one for me here, like I said, we're up in Minnesota and I don't have to winterize this. I'm really looking forward to that. I can just stuff it in my basement, put it away for the year, and I know things are going to be good to go in the spring when I want to get started. So that's super nice. Let's talk about the bads quick. The cost of the electric. We already talked about that with the gas. The electric one here, this was in the $1,000 range with 2 batteries. That's too much for a trimmer, honestly. We got to get the price down on this one, Stihl. Maybe less power. I feel like if you stepped into the 131, the 111, definitely going to be a power difference. The power is fairly comparable to the 91R gas. So I don't know. I think there is a little bit less power with one of these. Slightly heavier, like I said, depending on which trimmer you're comparing it to. We're comparing it to the 91. Next here I have batteries get hot. They do. It's happened only a few times, but we have had it on some mid 90 degree days, like 95, 96 degree days, where they have overheated. Now obviously we charge the batteries in the truck. On a 95 degree day, you can imagine our truck gets pretty hot. So it doesn't really get much of a chance to cool off. We're running it, then swapping it into the truck. The only time it has a chance to cool off is when we're driving from job to job for a few minutes in the air conditioning, which isn't really enough. So I don't think this is quite there yet. You still got to have a gas trimmer in case these batteries should get too hot. You got to charge it. You got to have the time to charge it. This battery does charge really quick. Charges in, I don't know, 45 minutes, something like that. Runs for about 45 minutes, so it's pretty even, I feel, depending on which charger you get. Swapping batteries all day. We do have 2 batteries for this, like I said, and we do swap them in and out of the truck. So this one is out on a job. We're doing the weed whipping. The other one is inside the truck charging. So you do have to swap them out quite a bit. We can get through like 2 quarter-acre yards on one battery, and then it's time to swap it in. So hasn't been an issue. We've been able to run this all day, every day with just 2 batteries. So something I wanted to note. One big thing, we recommend keeping these dry. So that could be a downfall depending on whether you have an enclosed trailer or an open trailer. If you have an enclosed trailer, it's not such a big deal. Get caught out in the rain, hustle it back in, hang it on the rack. In the enclosed trailer, not a big deal. We have an open trailer. If it rains, we got to shove this thing in the cab. So I don't know. I don't really want to chance it. Maybe it can take a little bit of moisture, but probably not a lot. So that is probably the last downfall that I see. Let me know down in the comments section below if I missed anything on the electric trimmer. And if you have not seen our trimmer video, the electric trimmer video, scroll down, or I'll try to link it here at the end of today's video. So be sure to go over and check that thing out. You can see this in action. I'm not going to run these things too much. Today I'm not going to do any trimming with them. You'll have to go back through my videos. You can see them both in action. And yeah, I think we covered the most of it, but let me know if there's anything I missed on the electric side. For those of you that have experience with them, if you're thinking about getting into them, my personal opinion on the electric is that I would like to see a little bit better of a run time and a better price point, especially when it comes to the stihl one. I know there are some other electric ones. Milwaukee has a good one. I see that Echo has one, Toro has one. Pretty much all these big name brand like DeWalt, they're all coming out with these electric trimmers. This one is super expensive in comparison to the other ones, but I am a firm believer in stihl. We have local support. I'm literally a mile from a stihl dealer, so that is super convenient. They take excellent care of me there, and that is huge when it comes to purchasing equipment. So that's why we did this. I purchased this with my own money. Wanted to show you guys kind of how it works. And honestly, I don't know. I think I would buy another one of these just because they are more comfortable to use. I'm hoping that the price kind of gets leveled out. Maybe not, but hopefully they can at least get a battery in the same price point that will last longer here eventually. So that will be super nice. I'm not going to babble on any further here, so we'll close today's video out. But thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Click on that grass seed icon down in the bottom right hand corner and help us grow our channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. God bless. We will see you on the next video. All right, you use both of these. Which one do you prefer?
The electric.
Do you? Why the electric one?
It's a little bit heavier, but it runs better.
A little more smooth to operate?
Yeah.
More comfortable? Perfect.